Have a seat, Jacob. Right, ready to start, guys. Now, what we're doing today, as you can probably see, we've got kidneys around the room. So we're going to do a kidney dissection. Now, we started talking about, in this topic, we talked about excretion. All right, so have a seat there. What we've done, we've started talking about excretion. So, first of all, we've said excretion is when wastes are removed from the body. So excretion is when wastes are removed from the body. For example, when we breathe out, we get rid of some waste from our blood. What's the waste that we get rid of from our blood when we breathe out, John? Carbon dioxide, okay? So one form of excretion is when we breathe out and we excrete carbon dioxide. Right, another form is in your kidneys, and that's also involved in excretion. Right, so what waste, stand there please, what waste is removed from the blood by the kidneys? So what waste is removed by the blood from the kidneys? We talked about this last lesson. You can remember, John? What's it called? It starts with U? Urea, right. Now urea is made when the body breaks down protein. If there's too much urea in the blood, it's a poison, it has to be got rid of. So the kidneys filter out the urea. What else do they get out of the blood? So they get urea out of the blood and they get something else out of the blood. Yep.
Carbon dioxide?
No, they don't get carbon dioxide out of the blood. What else do they get out of the blood? Yep. They don't get oxygen out of the blood. Yep. Water, well done. Okay, so the kidneys, they filter two things out of the blood. They filter urea and they filter water. All right. When you mix the two together, what do you get? How can you tell me, Andrew? Urine. Well done. Okay. So you mix urea with water, you end up with urine. Right. As you walked in, you should have got a sheet, but no one did. So we'll hand those out. Can you hand those out, please? One to everyone. Right. First of all, get your homework out, please. Now we want to. You had to cut out sections of the kidneys for homework. Let's go through and label the different parts. Yeah, that's right. So on the one you did for homework, let's just go through and label the different parts. I've already labelled them on mine. I'll just rub that writing off the board. I want you to label these on your sheet. These are the parts of the kidney we're going to look at today. Right, so first of all, up the top of the kidney, the top part and the outside of the kidney is called the cortex. So use your ruler, draw a line from the top part of the kidney, open up from the inside, and that's called the cortex. So label that on yours, please. Open up the flap open the kidney up. Label the cortex. That's just that part there. So cortex is a part here. That part there. So that's the outside of the kidneys, if you like. So the outside of the kidneys is called the cortex. Next part. This part here is called the Bowman's capsule, but that's been really highly magnified. So it's much bigger there than what it is normally. Have you got a note, Joel? Okay, can you hand me the note, please? So it's been really magnified. So label those two parts, the cortex and the Bowman's capsule. Next part. The really dark red part, which is involved in filtering the blood. Yep. Fill out in the bus. Okay, we'll just you just have to copy someone else's book for homework. Okay. Right, medulla is this part here. It's the dark red part. So where you're colouring that dark red part in the centre of the kidney, it's called the medulla. So the medulla is the part of the kidney involved in filtering the blood. So that filters the blood, and it filters out the urea, filters out the water. Come give me a note. Thanks. Have a seat. Close the door. Right. So I said the medulla is the part that fills out the urea and fills out the water. Okay. If it breaks down, then your body builds up with too much water and it builds up with too much urea, and so you get poisoned. Okay. There's too much urea there. It's too concentrated. It starts to break down your body cells, and so you die. Yep. So the medulla filters out the urea, it filters out the water, and it collects here in the pelvis. So label the pelvis, P-E-L-V-I-S. It collects in the pelvis, and once it's collected in the pelvis, it runs down to the bladder. Let's move this across. It runs down to the bladder in a tube called the ureter. Okay, down a tube called the ureter. Okay, so it gets filtered out in the medulla, it collects in the pelvis, and it goes down the ureter, a tube, down to the bladder. So label the bladder, which is down there. There's your bladder. Yep. Okay, I'll have to give you the sheet and have to catch it up. Okay. But just watch the moment. Just learn the parts yourself. You have to catch it up later. This is important to understand this for the dissection. Okay. Understand the different parts because you're going to find these different parts on your kidney. All right. No, one per group. Right. So here's your bladder. Last part is your urethra, and that's the part that goes from the bladder to the outside. Okay. So the urethra is a tube going from the bladder to the outside. Yeah, John. Okay, I've got sheep's kidneys here, and I've also got some ox kidneys, and I'll show you those in a little while. The ureter. Alright, everyone copy that down? So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the dissection sheet with you. Then you guys are going to dissect the kidney, and then we're going to put the results together, what we found, where the different parts are, and what the different parts do. So, yeah. So what? That's right, good question. There's my big picture of the kidney. I'll just leave that up. So, that's not on there. Alright, now yeah, some good questions. You can see the ones as you walked in, they're covered in a white material. Okay, so here is, okay, I'll fix that in a minute. Here is 2 kidneys out of an ox. And as you can see, this is how they normally come. This is what, so straight out of the animal, this is what it normally looks like. How often can you tell me what you think that white material is? Yeah, Jacob? Fat, okay. So both kidneys, in our bodies also, the kidneys are surrounded by fat. Alright, so to protect them, and also to insulate them. Yeah, Amy? How big are they? Okay, so about the same size as your fist again. So so it's a bit smaller than the heart. So your heart's about the same size as your fist. Kidneys are a little bit smaller. Alright. Alright, so have your sheet out there in front of you. I'm going to go through the steps of the dissection. You're going to do a number of things. Let's get that in the right spot there. Alright, first of all, you have to remove the fat off the kidneys. So you need a pair of scissors for that. So first of all, remove the fat from the outside of the kidneys. It takes a little while. You can use the scissors, you can use a scalpel. Yeah, fat comes off really easily. It's probably just to pull it off. But as you're pulling it off, there's one thing to be careful of. There's a number of tubes coming out of the kidney. You don't want to rip them out. So peel the fat off from all around the kidney on the outside, except for around where the tubes are. And when the tubes are, use a pair of scissors or the scalpel. Now, I'll show you how to use a scalpel. Scalpels are not for using like this, Jacob. Scalpels aren't to be used like this, okay? The way you use a scalpel is by using it to push the meat away or the fat away. So you sort of scrape it with the scalpel. That sort of cuts it as well. So you don't cut things with a scalpel like that. You cut it by scraping like that. Right, so remove all the fat. I'll be ruthless and just pull the tubes off. I got lucky. Okay, so there's, if you can see that there, there's your ureter. There's an artery. No, there's a vein and there's an artery. The dissection is quite simple. All you need to do, guys, is place the kidney on the side like this, and all you're going to do is do a cut. As you can see on the picture on your sheet there, you start cutting here, start cutting there, and you cut all the way around like this. So you can hold it. If you don't want to touch it, you can use a pair of tweezers. People eat kidneys, yep. Steak and kidney pie. Steak and kidney pie.
Just like eating a piece.
So you see how I'm cutting it? Guys, look at what I'm doing, please. So you start cutting from here, right in the middle, and you cut your way around.
So how far in do you go?
Only a little way in. Okay, it's quite a simple dissection. Just go all the way around.
That's nice.
Yep. That's not that bad. So cut it in half totally, and you need to find the different areas. Okay, so there's a kidney cut in half. Let me show you different areas. So as you're doing the dissection, use the overhead to help find different parts. Okay, so in the centre here, what's the one in the centre called? What's the one in the pelvis called? Not fat, no. Pelvis, thank you. Right, hand up for the next one, please. Shh. Right, so there's the pelvis. Next one out is called what, Andrew? Yeah, medulla, close enough. Medulla, right, on the way out again. Okay, Amy? Cortex, all right. And what's the name of this tube coming out here? The white, long tube. Okay, yes, Luke. The ureter, right. This is what you've got to do, guys, 3 things. First of all, you've got to find those parts and you need to put a pin in the right spot. So when you find the medulla, put a yellow pin there. When you find the cortex, put a blue pin there. When you find the pelvis, a red pin, and the ureter, a pink pin. So first of all, you've got to put a pin in the right spot. Second thing, you've got to label this picture. You've got to label that picture. Third and final thing you have to do is colour in the right spots. So I've got some coloured pencils here. You need to use the coloured pencils and colour in the kidney the same as your dissection. Right, now final instructions. First of all kidneys are to stay in the trays. Second of all, there's only one piece of equipment per group. So 1 pair of tweezers, 1 scalpel, 1 pair of scissors and 1 probe per group. Last instruction is that you are going to be marked on this, so you need to leave your dissections in the trays at the end and also fill out the sheet properly. Right, you can begin that now. I'll come around and watch what you're doing. Yep. That's okay? Have fun. You'll enjoy it. Why were you late to class? Why were you late to class?
Because I threw through the football and Chris and Andrew were still kicking it around. And because Andrew put it in my name, I had to return it.
You were almost 10 minutes late.
Yeah, Joel was later than me and he didn't even know. He's in the wrong uniform. Got the
Right,
wrong
I'll talk to you later, okay? Talk to you later. Jacob, what was the first instruction? Right.
So can I do with Alicia?
Yes. Yes. For today only.
What do we do? Gotta rip this open and get the kidney. I'm not ripping it open. So what's it so hard?
It's a fat.
Am I going to last?
Yes, where is she? Yes.
I demand vengeance.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So what you can do while you're waiting is get some pencils and colour it in. I haven't seen it yet.
What are we supposed to colour in?
That's the same colour as that. So when you open it up, colour that in the same colour as what you see.
Give me that pen.
There has to be thin.
Oh, careful. Use tweezers when you're using your scalpel, otherwise you cut right through. Cut your finger.
Don't worry, I'm used to cutting my finger.
Look at all the blood.
Yeah.
I'll get a cut, please, Neil.
Use tweezers, yeah.
Yeah, but use those things. And you ripped the other part.
You know what I'm talking about.
Be careful you don't destroy the
Actual things.
the tubes coming off. The wires.
Wires.
Keep going, doing well. Okay, doing it properly, guys. Being careful, not destroying the tube. Joel, can you tell me why you were late to class today?
Because I lost my diary and I was looking for it all recess and then I found it. Eventually found it and then I looked what class I had and because like I couldn't find what class I had without the diary.
What happened to your diary? Who took your diary?
Oh, it fell out. It must have fallen out of my bag.
So it's got quite a bit of fat on it, hasn't it? You found the ureter?
Saw you.
We found it, have we? Yellow's, what, yellow's medulla? Yep, well done.
There.
Yeah, red in the pelvis, that's right.
Blue. Blue one goes there, isn't it, sir?
The cortex, yeah, is that the cortex?
Yeah, outside layer.
Yeah, that's right.
Good.
That's it.
Pink in there.
And the ureter. The ureter.
What's in there?
Then we have to flip it out.
Yeah, so it means you have to open it up. It's one of these tubes to work out which one it is.
I'm going to have to do some seriously. Can I rip out these pins?
Yep. Well, you got to put them back in when you find the other one. How you going, guys?
Are we doing this wrong?
No? It takes a while to get the fat off.
Yeah.
And you see 3 tubes coming out. Yeah, the white one's the ureter.
How come it's... Can we take out blue blood out of it?
How about this one?
Blue
How
blood
come
come
it's all
out.
got that stringy stuff in it, mister?
Mister?
Yeah, whatever, mister. Please, how come it's got that
Which stringy stuff? That clear.
Yeah, that...
Okay, that's connective
Ow,
tissue.
Amy!
It's called connective tissue.
Down.
It connects organs together.
That stuff there.
Yeah, it's called connective tissue.
You're doing everything!
Surgeon cut the string.
No, don't cut the string. Now try and remove the fat without taking the string off.
What are we doing?
Yep.
Where is the video going to?
It's going to a research company, and they're going to... Sorry?
Country.
Oh, in Australia, I think. You're doing well there. It's got lots of fat on it, hasn't it? Lots and lots and lots. Year 9, yep.
I want to stab one. Okay, now what colour's got?
Pink.
So what we found, what's the yellow one? Medulla? Yep.
Blue down here somewhere.
Oh, there it is, the white tube.
It's a bit in that one.
Yeah, what's that called?
Just watch out for my finger.
What's that one called? What's...
The ureter.
No? Ureter.
Yeah, ureter. I just can't pronounce it.
Okay, did you find the ureter? So there should be 3 tubes coming off. The ureter, the artery and the vein.
Want me to cut it? Or
Okay, there's a sheet on the front bench. Finish?
Don't take the other one.
So you put the pins in the right spot, well done. So that's the, what's that called?
That's the pelvis.
Pelvis, what's this one called?
Medulla.
Yeah, close enough, medulla, and cortex, and ureter. Well done. Now, you need to do 2 more things. You need to label your diagram, and colour it in. Done already.
What's this? What's this?
Sorry? Which one?
The one over there.
No.
Smith. What's this white stuff here?
Connective tissue. Yeah, it connects all the organs in your body together. So, because the organs don't just float around, they're connected to each other.
Are they all the veins and stuff there?
Yep, so you should find an artery in there. You might have cut it, look. Oh, you might have cut one off there, but keep going. Just try and remove. Oh, there's the white one. There's a white one coming off. There's your ureter.
Oh. That's disgusting.
You may have cut it off. That's okay. The ureter is the important one.
People eat this?
There it is. Look. There's some.
Do people eat this?
So there's your ureter. There's an artery to the artery. And here's your vein on the other side.
And what's it?
There's your vein there. So the vein is much thinner. Let's get them apart. Okay, renal means kidney. So it's the artery, it's the blood supply of the kidney. Okay, so there's your artery, there's your vein, and there's your ureter. Okay, cut it open, yep. How you going, guys? Well, you found like... So you've done the 3 things?
Is that correct? Just tell me. They're telling me I'm the...
Yeah, well done.
Oh, look at that. I haven't even seen nothing.
Blue cortex.
Number
What's the one
one,
called?
mate.
What's
Number
that called?
The pelvis.
Pelvis.
Medulla.
Yep.
Cortex.
Yep, and...
Vertex.
No.
Right.
No?
I can't read, Tom. Vert.
You. Yeah.
Uterus.
Say late, mate.
Okay, so different parts, what's this called? Cortex? What's this one?
Medulla.
Close. And
Pelvis.
and
Ureter.
ureter.
Yeah, that.
Ureter. Okay, let's go through them again, Margie. This one? Come on, you should know them. It stays right. Ready? Cortex, medulla, pelvis, ureter. Cortex?
Cortex, medulla,
Yeah.
aladala.
That's a city. And pelvis. Pelvis, ureter. Okay. So if you coloured it in, you coloured your picture in, and have you labelled your diagram? Okay, do that now, please.
I like to use things.
Okay, pack up quickly, guys, because you've got to do drawing, you've got to colour it in, and you've got to label your
I
diagram.
don't understand. Smelly stuff like this. That's the way you do it, mate.
Okay, you found the different parts. Can you tell me what they are?
Cortex,
Yep.
medulla,
Yep.
clavicle,
No. Same name as this. What's that called?
pelvis,
Pelvis and...
urea.
Yep, good. Have you coloured your picture in?
No.
And have you labelled your diagram?
No.
Will you do that now, please? So wash your hands, you can start doing that. Good, excellent. So you should almost be colouring in at least, or labelling your diagram. Can you tell me what they are?
Yep, okay. This is the urethra. This is
No, that's all right.
Isn't it? Or is it? It's one of the ends, isn't it?
There, that's it. Ureter. It's a tube coming away. Okay.
There's the pelvis.
Yep.
There's the medulla and there's the cortex.
Well done. Excellent. So label it, well done, and colour it in. And then sit down. You sit down and do that. Andrew, what are you up to? Can you tell me what they are? Can you tell me what the different parts are?
Yeah, that's the mandala.
Yeah, medulla. What's the outside?
Cortex.
Yeah.
That's the pelvis.
Yep. And
That's the ureter.
yeah, ureter. That's all right. There's a few tubes coming up there. Yeah, I'll get you another sheet. Okay, so have you coloured your picture in?
No, because I've been...
Colour your picture in, please, and label your diagram. Can you do that now, please? So just leave that there.
Sir,
Yep.
I need to dry my hands.
Okay, towels there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, should be sitting down now, please.
Red part, the medulla.
Yes, I'll show you. So that's your
Is that right?
That's right. So that's the pelvis, medulla, and cortex on the outside. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And that's right. Yep. Things down where? Oh, they're ox kidneys. So they're much bigger. No, they've already been cut up. That one's already been cut and they smell too. Wash your hands, guys. Sit down, please. So at the end of the lesson, I'll come around and mark your dissections. You better. I hope you did. You got one? Yeah, last time it was like little cubes.
Yeah, that's why.
Medulla, pelvis, cortex, renal artery, renal vein, yes. And that one there, what's that called? Yeah, ureter. That's fine. Yep. Yes, sir.
Last time we got 9 out of 10. You meant to smile when the camera goes off. Yeah,
I'll give you a half minute, then we go through the answers. Here.
That was very bad.
I'll wash my hands in a minute.
You did. We didn't.
Sorry?
We did wash it.
No, I will. Because they smell. They're smelly.
They smell like
They smell like kidney. So, Alana, have you had steak and kidney pie?
Yes, I had.
You had it? Do you like it?
Is it nice?
You had it on Sunday? I like it. It's nice. It's good for you too.
Potato on the top.
I love it. Yum. Alright, let's go through the answers, guys. Sit down, please. Go through the answers. I've got a picture on the board, and I want you to be able to label the different parts for me. So finish colouring off what you're colouring in. Let's go through the answers. John, sit down, please. I'm going to ask someone. I'm going to choose someone at random, and they should be able to tell me. Sorry, some people are still talking while I'm talking. I'm going to choose someone at random, and you're going to tell me what the name of the part of the kidney is. So have a look at your diagram. I'm going to choose someone at random, and they're going to tell you what part it is. All right, Jacob, number one. This part here, in the middle. What's it called? Pelvis. Pelvis, well done. What colour is the pelvis, Jacob?
Yellow. Yellow?
Red.
Red?
White.
Okay. What colour is it? Chris got it. What colour is it?
White.
That's white. Pelvis is white. It's not yellow. Next one. Right, what's these? Okay, the dark red area around the outside. Yep. Yeah, medulla or medulla. Some people say medulla. Some people say medulla. And it's bright red. Right, Amy, W. What's the outside called? The outside called? Cortex, well done. And the last bit, the tube coming off, is called the Stefan. Ureter, well done. Ureter. Right, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you a find a word on the words we've looked at today. I want you to be able to find the words, and as you find the words, I'm going to go around and mark your dissection. You need to finish off the questions on that sheet and finish colouring it in. So while you're doing that, I'll mark your dissections. So can you share that with Heidi, please? Havana, can you hand those around, please? There's one between two. Yep. What colour?
I thought we had to colour it the pink colour.
Oh, sorry. Okay, confusion. That's my fault. Sorry.
So is that alright?
Yep. So while you're working, I'll come around and mark your dissections. I'll give that.
What do we get? So what do we get?
Find out. Thanks. I'll tell you in a minute. Ah, I like this one. Yes, Julianne. Oh, right. No, but I want the original. It's one between two.
Can I have it anyway? John can have the one with the internet, and I'll have this one.
Okay. Oh, I like this one. This one's good.
Goodie!
Can you what, sorry? Sit there? What do you mean? If now you can, yeah. Wow, they're good dissections. I like them.
That's because there's no blood coming
Could have done a little bit better. Last one. I'll mark my own. Two, you think?
I reckon you gave it 8. I reckon. Go away, Christopher!
Oh no. I like it more than you.
Can I get one person from each group, please, to get the kidneys and bring them in down the front, please? So one person from each group, bring your kidneys, bring them down the front. Just put them in a pile. Yeah, I'll tell you, mate. Thank you.
So what we get?
Thank you.
What do we get?
Thank you. I'll tell you in a minute.
So, can I please go in your mind? Let's go.
Yep. Thank you. And one more. John, yours, please. Your kidney, please. It's starting to smell a bit. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to read them out at the end of the lesson.
I didn't say that.
I got more.
We don't care.
Alright, let me just read out your marks, what you got for the dissection. May I say everyone did a good job today, and it was hard to judge the different dissections. They're fairly closely ranked together. Okay, here's your marks. Group 1 got 8.5. So group, oh sorry, here, sorry. 8.5 for this group here. 8 for this group here. Group 6 over there got 9.5. Group 5 at the back got 9.5 again. Back over here, 9.5. As I said, it was hard to tell the difference. They were so good. Right, group here got 9, 9.5, and I also judged mine the same standard, and I got 7.5. So as you saw, everyone did a better job than me. Because you took your time, you did a better job than me. So well done. So finish off that find a word. You got 8. So finish off that find a word and finish it off for homework. Don't finish it now. Yes?
Are all the words here? No, they're not.
Yeah, they're all there. It's time to go. It could be diagonally backwards.
You're not helping me. I've got one. That really hurts.
Can I have all the pencils out the front, please? Stand behind your chairs. Stand behind your chairs, please.
You're the smartest science teacher in the science.
Want to say it louder?
No, because that's
Say it again. Say it again.
This is really cool.
Right, stand behind your chairs, please. Guys, you don't have to practice stand behind your chairs again. Stand behind your chairs quietly. Right, when you're ready, I'll let you go. Which row is ready first? That's too much rubbish there. Jacob, are you ready? You should be standing quietly.
I believe
You put them away, You put them away.
Right, the row's not going until they're all back. Back row can go, please.
Yeah, well, you got them out.
Pick them all up, please, Stephen, in the back. Front row can go. We'll wait for all those pencils to be picked up before that row goes. Second row can go.
what pencil?
The one that you dropped.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Thanks, Stephen. Yep. Yep, you can go. The box is over here.
Hi, Mum.